Mastering Restrictive Relative Clauses. Level up your English. Hello, language learners. Welcome back to our series on relative clauses. Today, we're going to tackle an essential part of English grammar, restrictive relative clauses. As we dive into this topic, we'll clarify how they work, how to use them, and why they are so important. So, let's dive in. First things first, what is a restrictive relative clause? In the simplest terms, a restrictive relative clause is a type of clause that is critical to understanding the full meaning of a sentence. It restricts, or defines, the noun it modifies, making it specific. Consider this sentence: the man who is wearing a red tie is my uncle. The restrictive relative clause here is, who is wearing a red tie? This clause is essential because it tells us exactly which man the speaker is referring to. Creating restrictive relative clauses is quite straightforward. You start with a relative pronoun like who, that, which, whom, or whose. This pronoun connects the clause to the main sentence, and it refers to the noun being modified. In English, restrictive relative clauses do not have commas surrounding them. The lack of commas signals that the information is essential for understanding the sentence. For example, the books that have a blue cover are mine. Here, that have a blue cover is the restrictive relative clause. Without it, we wouldn't know which books the speaker is talking about. Restrictive relative clauses have a significant impact on sentence meaning. By specifying a particular noun, they clarify the exact referent, removing any ambiguity. Compare these two sentences. The dogs are in the park. Which dogs? This sentence is unclear. The dogs that have spots are in the park. Now it's clear. We're talking about the spotted dogs. The second sentence's restrictive relative clause helps us understand exactly which dogs are being discussed. And that wraps up our lesson on restrictive relative clauses. Now you know how these clauses work, how to create them, and why they're important for clarity in English sentences. Remember, these clauses define or restrict the noun they're modifying, making your sentences precise and easy to understand. Practice makes perfect, so keep trying to use them in your daily English conversations and writings. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next lesson where we'll tackle non-restrictive relative clauses. Until then, keep practicing, and happy learning.